in the shop. Hi guys, Alicia from Learn, Live, Love Abroad here, and I know that it's been a while, but I thought I would come up with a intro to our latest vlog because Kodiak is working. So, can you guess where we are based on the background? If you've been here, you probably definitely know. Vancouver Airport is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. So let's just back it up a little bit. Hit pause on this whole story and tell you that no, we are not currently in Japan. This happened about 45 days ago, in early February when we were in Japan, late January.
Yep.
So, all the people, if there are any people out there that are about to comment on this video and be like, oh my gosh, you're in the middle of an airport.
We're not.
Calm down.
We're not.
No.
We're back in the States.
Where it's safer.
Safer. Woo. To be honest, we missed the Diamond Princess by like a week.
Yeah.
So the whole Diamond Princess, they won't let them board in Okinawa, which is, yeah.
Where we were.
That happened about a week after we left. So COVID was a thing, but it wasn't even in Japan yet at that point.
Yeah. So we're good.
Yep.
We monitored our symptoms when we got back for 14 days. We're not sick. We're not dying.
But because you're watching this video, that means that you get to experience Japan and Okinawa as if you were there. So,
while this is going on,
let's just get back to that.
Yeah.
Ready?
Let's do that. Airport-wise. And so that leads to the question, why are we here? Where are we going? So if you watched our live video a while back, you probably have a pretty good guess. And if not, watch this montage and see if you can figure it out.
Bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. Man makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me.
P.S. They have heated toilets here, and it's very strange. So we're heading... That was awkward. So we're heading to Okinawa, Japan. So let's just stop talking about it, and we'll pick you up when we get there.
What's up, everybody? It's been a while. What?
I was smiling like you could. I thought you were taking a picture.
It's been a while, and from that epic montage, which we still haven't recorded yet, that you saw in the future right now, we are in Okinawa, Japan. The audio's gonna be poopy because we don't have our external microphone with us, but we have a big plan today. What are we doing?
We are exploring the city of Naha.
Yep.
By foot.
And we are getting a rental car.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. So, come on, let's go.
Underground tunnels of the Japanese Navy. It's really intense down here, but this is basically where the last of the Japanese Navy fought in World War II against the Americans. Apparently, 4,000 men committed suicide down here with their commander before they were captured.
So if any of you are people that can feel energies within rooms, this place was phenomenally intense, and not necessarily in a good way or not necessarily in a bad way. They were the formal underground tunnels of the Okinawa Navy when World War II was happening. So we didn't record very much down here. It didn't feel right recording it, and you would just walk into rooms and feel these negative energy, this bad vibe. It's worth seeing and it's worth experiencing if you've never experienced places like this before, but it was intense to say the least.
Okay, everybody, we are currently walking around a park. Yeah, I have no idea what park. We just had lunch, and we ended up walking into some random place that wasn't on Google Maps, and yeah, it was Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
That was kind of a disappointment, but it was good food, so I'm not really sad about it.
It was just, it was a little hard to find something that I was capable of eating.
Pescatarian over there.
Yeah.
That means she eats fish.
And vegetarian things, not just fish. I'm not a cat, despite how many cats there are.
I mean, there's a lot of them, look.
It's like so many cats.
Got one right there.
The one that was sitting on the bench next
Got one
to me
right there. And then there was another one, and she's gone. But that's okay. So now we're going to go check out this park. This is park number 2 for today, and it seems like the Japanese really, really have awesome playgrounds. I mean, it's phenomenal. Well,
when you can kind of see through the trees, and it's pretty impressive.
so let's go check it out.
I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the microphone on because I have it here. Hold on. I bet that sounds better. Okay, so we just something amazing, I guess. So
like, why is this clip so blurry?
so
We're blurring out his underwear.
we are moving today. We got here, we spent 2 or 3 days, I believe, 2 days in this Airbnb. Really cute little area. And I'll show you around for sure because there's a couple of things that are different that I absolutely love. But we're moving. As we told you before, we went and got a car. We rented a car because it's an hour-and-a-half drive up to the northern half of the island where our second Airbnb is and where we will be snorkeling for sure. And what else?
We booked a cooking class. So the cooking class starts at 10:30. It's about 7 now. And the first part of the class is a tour around the market in Naha, and then we buy all our ingredients, and then we go back and cook traditional Okinawan food, which is this bitter melon stir fry, Okinawa donuts, and I don't remember. And so we'll definitely take you along for that. And then we're also exploring the upper part of Naha that we didn't get to walk to yesterday, like the castle that burned down in November. Hopefully there will be some parts of it left. Otherwise we're going to be looking at some ash. But there's also a temple nearby, and I really want to go to this Japanese sweet store, which I'm not sure that Kodiak is nearly as excited about. But that's the plan for today. And then to drive up to the new Airbnb.
Yep. And it's like a confectory or something like that. I don't. What is it? It's a confectionery. We were talking about old words that have just kind of lost all their meaning, and people don't know. That's one of them for me. I don't know what a confectionery is.
Confectionery, sugar. It's just powdered sugar. It says that on the back.
Let me show you some cool things about this Airbnb that I think are normal in Japan, but we'll find out at the second one. I'll take you along. So, the first one is they don't have regular showers. They don't have American style showers. It's a washroom. So they have a tub with speaking of, I have to turn the frickin' water heater off. That's number 2. They have water heaters running all the time. You have to turn them on and off. That was fun, taking a cold shower. The second thing is their bathroom is completely separate from their washroom, which is also kind of nice because then, you're not pooping next to someone that's showering, or you're not showering next to someone that's pooping. So, yeah, that's true. The other kind of cool thing, and this is probably just about this Airbnb, is that you can close the bedroom area behind us completely off from the living area. However, you can open it up and watch TV. We decided to turn on Japanese TV the other night, and it was quite entertaining. Their commercials, over the top, but at the exact same point, their TV shows have overlays as if they're commercials. Like, the little pop-up.
It's all over the place. It's really rather
just in the TV shows.
crazy.
It's not in their commercials. Like a bunch of their commercials were just like normal sort of commercials, but it seemed like they play one commercial and then they play a commercial for the exact same product again. Like it was like 2 commercials and 1 commercial. And they only had like 3 commercials in between their commercial breaks.
Instead of like an hour,
Yeah,
which is US.
yeah, instead of advertising for us for like an hour.
All right. And we are in like an agricultural district, which is kind of cool. So everyone here, because they get enough, rain to be able to do everything, we are literally right next to a little farm. And when we're walking around, there's these little farms all over the place. It's really rather cool. So, last things last. Yeah, we have to clean up this place. I have to put pants on. And then we're off. Okay. Cleaning's boring, so yeah, we'll catch you there. Okay, peoples, we made it. That was a stressful drive, but not as stressful as I was expecting, so that's good.
We only messed up once.
Yep, only once did I turn, I turned right and then tried to go on the wrong side of the road.
And then tried to be on the right side of the road,
But that's okay, because there was cars there, and it wasn't detrimental. No cop.
we're good.
So now we are headed into the market, which we've just walked through it and it was closed. Everything was closed.
Because
But
apparently everything opens at 11 here.
yeah, 10 or 11. So getting up at 5 a.m.
Not helpful.
doesn't help, but whatever. Okay, cooking class.
Yeah.
This market was jam-packed with all sorts of fun goodies, including these pig heads. Yes, those are literally pig heads that were skinned. The crazy part is people cut open those packaging and just eat the pig heads like that. Dip them in a little bit of soy sauce. They're boiled, so they're already cooked. Kind of gnarly. Okay guys, that was about as delicious as I hope it looked. That was really, really good.
So good. So very good.
Yeah. So it was bitter melon stir fry, and that was this weird cucumber looking thing.
With like warts all over it.
Yeah.
Like little bumps.
Yeah. So it was bitter melon stir fry with, and that was Goya with
tofu and egg.
and egg.
And then we also had glazed pork belly.
Yep.
And I actually ate some, and then I didn't feel good, so I gave the rest to Kodiak. But it was absolutely delicious.
It was phenomenal. So the sauce that it was like simmered in was miso. So it was miso sauce with alcohol. So with like the
cooking sake.
Yeah, the equivalency of sake, but it was different. It was a higher alcohol content.
Yeah,
Apparently.
it was amuri.
Amuri, A-M-U.
It was amuri
I don't know.
and something else. Anyway,
Something.
and then we made Okinawan donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And
those are really good. They're like crunchy donuts. So it's like an old fashioned,
it was good.
but not quite as sugary and more crunchy.
And
Really,
then,
really good.
The soup we made.
Oh, yes.
Like fish broth soup.
With like seaweed. It was okay. That one had tofu.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst.
It wasn't
but
as flavorful as miso soup it usually is.
yeah. Yeah.
And was that it?
I think that was it.
Oh, and sashimi. She bought
yep.
sashimi for us. Yep. And we didn't make that or anything. She just bought it.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yep.
It was really fresh.
It was really fresh. It was really good.
Yeah. We're at a castle, and this is the famous one in Naha. It's like Sure something. It starts with an SH. I wish I could tell you.
Kokuhai.
Shutokuhai.
Kokuo Shutokuhai.
Anyway,
It was that.
it's the one. It's the big red famous castle in Naha, and it burned It caught fire in November, and so we're going up there. Our cooking instructor, she told us it was still open. And we will link all the descriptions for that cooking class. If you ever come to Naha, you have to take it. It was so amazing. We got to try so many things at the market, and it was just an amazing. They were all traditional Okinawan dishes. So definitely, we'll link all of her information below.